Oh gosh. Okay. I apologize, my table is wet. Just filmed a video. This is a secret mead that y'all don't know anything about yet, but I will tell you, it is a collaboration, which I am very excited about, and I am so excited to show you this video. All right, oh my God, Mead Stampede. So many of you have been asking me, how did it go? So I did only turn in one mead, and that was the Mulberry Blueberry. I didn't feel very confident in anything else that I had at the time, so here it goes. Now the berry category was the largest category by far. So I had a lot of competition. I'm very happy with the score that I got. I got a total score of 44 out of 50. Woo, which is super dope. Literally, my Mulberry Blueberry was just like orange blossom honey. I don't remember if I used 71B or D47, but it was just crushed mulberries and blueberries, just fruit. Didn't add nutrient, didn't do anything else to it. I crushed that fruit. You can watch the video. Made it into a mead. I don't know. I let it ferment out as far as it needed to go to stop and kind of still itself. And that's it. So my feedback, which was pretty great. I had Rob and Jake. I know Jake goes by Dogstick Fetch is his like, was it his handle? I don't know Rob. I don't know what Rob's is, if he even has a handle. He's like, on social media, I'm actually not super sure about. Oh my God, sorry, I feel like I'm sweating right now. It's so hot. I'll read Rob's feedback. Sorry, my papers are all messed up because I was brewing another Mulberry Blueberry based mead, and these were just sitting up there on the table with it. Ironically, I guess. Okay, so my feedback from Rob. It was still, thank God. He wrote medium sweet, which I had labeled it as medium. Now you do need to label correctly. They will look at that. If you say something is dry, but it's like sweet, you know, then you're gonna get docked points for that. Like if you're really off on what the mead is supposed to be compared to how it tastes. Strength standard. So my only criticisms landed in the aroma, which I do agree with, honestly. When I smelled my mead, I was like, it does not smell how it tastes, like at all whatsoever. So that is something that I want to study. That's something I learned from this is like aroma. How do you hang on to the bouquet? I haven't studied the art of bouquet. Rob says slightly funky off note, so I got an 8 out of 10 on that. So the honey he rated kind of in between low and medium, alcohol towards medium, fermentation scent high, which isn't great. Again, no nutrient additions, no, you know, I just kind of let it go. Complexity is also high though, so that's good. Appearance, on clarity, I got brilliant, ruby brown, and I got a 6 out of 6. Flavor, I got a 20 out of 24. You know, everything's, I don't really know how to explain it. There's honey, there's sweetness, acidity, tannin, and alcohol. Honey was in between medium and high, which is great because you want honey forward for a mead. Everything else is down the middle there. Carbonation, clearly none. Body was in between medium and full. Aftertaste, lasting, it's kind of just over the medium mark. Balance was very high. Overall, 9 out of 10. So I got like the mark just under the highest here. For a classic example, flawless and wonderful. It's just like, yeah! Even getting it that high is so good. So the feedback was wonderfully balanced. Honey character comes through the berries beautifully without being too sweet. Excellent. I was like, yeah. Honestly, okay, I have to be honest. When I read my feedback, I cried. I definitely cried. Because I was so worried. And I actually had to do something kind of sketchy, and that also may have added to the aroma. I'm not sure, but I did have to move my mead. It's so sketchy. It was such a risk, but this is the first time that I ever did this. I had one bottle Actually, I had 2 bottles, 450 milliliters, and I had to move them into smaller bottles. I sprayed this stuff. I forget what it's called, I'll put it on the screen, and it's like the one thing that's proven to make like open bottles of wine last, to kind of preserve them. And I sprayed the heck out of my mead with that. I had to do something real sketchy for this. I almost didn't want to tell you about it because it's honestly embarrassing, but when don't I do something embarrassing on this channel? I mean, it's pretty much like a lot of my brewing experience. Like, I mess up a lot. I don't know what else to say. So my second judge was Jake, Dogstick Fetch. So he kind of marked around the medium, just over medium, heading into sweet, which it really was. He remarked on the aroma as well, said, great, enticing, but not as bold as the flavor should be. He said beget. Appearance, 6 out of 6, clarity brilliant, ruby brown. He did mark on the legs as being in between medium and viscous. This was kind of a higher ABV. I think it was only like 14.5 or something, which isn't too bad. So flavor between medium and high. Sweetness, he actually marked the sweetness, interesting, a little bit lower than Rob did. Rob marked it in the middle, but Jake marked it kind of on the lower end. Acidity towards the middle, tannin a little bit above, alcohol a little bit above, body in between medium and full, aftertaste right in the middle, balance pretty high. Actually, oh gosh, yeah, he marked that all the way up. And I got a 22 out of 24 for flavor. Overall, 10 out of 10, dope. So classic example, flawless, wonderful. Right on those ticks, I got a little bit higher on the flawless. And he said, so well balanced. This is an amazing delivery. I'm blown away of how this checks so many boxes and what I'm looking for in a mellow. Great honey character without the cloying sweetness I could imagine would accompany. Great job! And he gave me a 45 out of 50, whereas Rob gave me a 43 out of 50, landing me at 44. Overall, this experience was awesome. For someone who is entering a competition for the first time, or even someone who's entering for like the millionth time, this was really fun. Everything was very smooth. You know, you log into the website, you input all the information. Shipping was pretty easy, actually, it wasn't too bad. Just follow instructions. Like, when you enter, make sure you look at the instructions. I almost shipped a single 450 milliliter bottle because I had no idea that you need several bottles. Anyway, so I chose the really small bottles. I went for like the smallest I could go with. The feedback and everything was great. Everyone communicated really well. It was just overall really good experience. And it wasn't, I mean, I was nervous because I didn't want to turn in a bad mead, or like I was afraid maybe other people wouldn't like it as much as I do. So it was a validating experience having people who know mead try my mead. It kind of felt like just sending mead to friends a little bit. Yeah, it was really fun. It was a great experience. I'm looking forward to next year. I think it was really successful. I definitely feel inspired to expand because so many meads fell in the berry category. I'm like, okay, I feel like maybe next year I do want to enter 3, because you can enter a max of 3 categories, and make them all as unique as I can make them, and as good as I can make them. But it was very inspiring. Again, I definitely do it again. And if anything, I feel inspired now after this to enter more competitions, because I'm just interested in how well I would do, and I'm interested in the different types of feedback that I could get from different people and different organizations. So, and that's all I've got. I have been talking for a very long time. I'm sorry this video is very long. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. So, thank you very much. We got mulberries. Make something with them. Bye.